We have so much planned for you guys over the next couple of days. So what better way to kick off the entire event than with all of the organizations and brands behind putting this initiative together. So to start, I am Sarah Wagg. I'm from Uconnect Esports as their events manager. If you haven't heard of Uconnect Esports before, they are a sponsorship marketplace that allows brands to activate and support over 150 collegiate organizations across North America. Companies like HyperX and Twitch Student use Uconnect exclusively for their collegiate event sponsorships. So if you're a collegiate leader or you're a brand looking for collegiate leaders and collegiate events, make sure to check us out. You can find us at uconnectesports.com. You can also find us at Uconnect Esports on all of our social channels. So let's meet some of the other organizations that are helping us with this event today.
Hey guys, so my name is Kat. Previously, you may have seen me at iBuyPower, Cooler Master, but today, we've been helping on behalf of BeachCon, which is a community organization based in Long Beach, California. This is a 15-year-long event that's been going on at California State University, Long Beach for a good while. The founder's a great friend. It started off as a LAN in a dorm room, and it ended up growing bigger. And we hope to grow even bigger within the community. As part of Collegiate Rising, we've been helping with a lot of the community efforts, as well as helping Dylan and the rest of the Uconnect team with this endeavor, and it's been pretty amazing. I hope that everyone enjoys Collegiate Rising for the next few days. Everyone on the team has worked really hard to make this happen, so please definitely give them a round of applause. Hopefully everyone learns a lot from this event, and we look forward to speaking with you guys throughout the weekend and seeing how far, hopefully getting amazing advice from a lot of us that are going to be speaking throughout the weekend. And I'll pass it off to Alex.
Hi, so my name is Alex. I currently am the external executive for Intercollegiate Game Network. We started off as a one-time event on March 28th in response to the COVID-19 outbreak. We just wanted to have people come together in place of their in-person events and just have one really big fun event. We gave away over 70 prizes from amazing companies that were able to donate. And we built up a great community within 2 to 3 weeks. After that, we decided it was a little too soon to kind of move away from that community since we had built up such a large one, and we decided to rebrand as Intercollegiate Game Network. And since then, we've been doing things like bi-weekly panels, bi-weekly networking nights, as well as weekly game nights. And we actually started a mentorship program recently, which saw industry professionals being able to be paired on a 1-to-2 ratio with collegiate leaders that they were able to mentor through different tasks and to help them kind of transition from collegiate to the industry. So that's been an amazing project that we've been able to work on. Right now, we have a server at around 2,300 people, which has been fantastic. If you want to join our server, you can find us at discord.io/ICGN. It's an amazing time, and we have such an incredible community that I'm so glad to be a part of. I can pass it off to, I believe, Sam.
All right, guys. Hi. Cool. My name is Sam Morris. I am the CEO of Space Productions, and the wild thing about this is I'm actually doing the production at the same time as being on this panel, and it's crazy. But it's crazy. It's good. Space Productions started out as a company that was pretty much just 5 of us all getting together, and we really enjoyed doing esports. Since then, it's kind of branched out from focusing mostly on like collegiate leagues and collegiate products to doing more of a turnkey esports solution, as well as a whole large-scale production company. For example, we just recently stepped into weddings, so if you need an esports wedding, let us know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we know.
Being in the heart of Utah is wonderful for weddings, so you got to do weddings. You got to get all the rings and you got to do all that. But it's fun. So from there, it's been pretty much from the ground up, built it from nothing, and then came here and been helping out Dylan with Collegiate Rising, bringing a lot of the production value to this. You've seen a couple of our TAs also in chat, helping you answer any questions for any of the Collegiate Rising Valorant Tournament that's coming up. We helped out with all the branding. It's been a wild adventure, and we are hoping to keep on going. I think that was shorter than 5 minutes, Sarah. I apologize.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All you guys did not take 5 minutes. So, and I'm last. So, I saw 10. This was conspiring against me.
So,
but
Kevin, go really slow.
All right. So, my name is Kevin Hong. I do product and scholastic partnerships at Twitch. I've been here at Twitch for about 3 years now, and really, TLDR, I build stuff I wish I had in school. I work on developing gaming esports programs in high school and universities. Been blessed to travel all over the world doing this stuff, and it's honestly quite insane to see how I've met all of you guys here on this panel and many of you guys in chat through gaming and esports, and I wanted to really build this series this weekend to kind of speak to, I guess, there's a lot of uncertainties in the world right now, and I think there's definitely a need for more stuff like this, and I really appreciate Dylan and his team stepping up, and especially Sam too with the production, to kind of using their skill sets and bringing together people to kind of share knowledge, and I think that's super special. And I think from there, we're happy to be supportive of this through Twitch Student. So right now, this is the first time we've done something like this. So with Uconnect, and we're finally just getting started. So please let us know how you guys think throughout this weekend on all the cool people you'll get to meet through this panel. Kepama talks a lot about deep topics. Thanks, Dylan. That's Dylan in chat, guys. Dunnash01.
Roast him for how good the event is.
So anyway, so that's kind of our stance on this. Like, I think right now, all you guys here dedicating your time, Kat, Sarah, Alex, like this is, and Sam, like this is something we put together as something that we wish we had, like going into collegiate esports. I think from all of us here, I think as panelists, like we started in collegiate esports, not knowing what we know now, and we kind of did it because it was fun. I think what Kat did with BeachCon for like kind of running a 15 years in the running school tradition to what it is now, and it's really cool to see people making a career in gaming and esports. And that's kind of what I guess what the goal of this is that we need more people like you in chat to work in this space, and hopefully this kind of closes that gap a little bit on all the questions that you might have in this space. So yeah, then at the same time, Dylan told me to chill about the Kabumbun community, but Kabumbun is my own personal stream. I do this every Wednesday and do a lot of talk shows. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I talk about issues in the space and areas that I think we can improve on. So this last Wednesday, 2 days ago, we talked about inequalities in the workplace, especially in gaming esports. So yeah, come check it out. It's discord.gg/kabumbun. Yeah, and then what else? How much time do I have left? Sam,
do we have any generic questions? We got like 20 minutes left technically.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone has questions, we're free before we kick off into the next panel.
I believe Dylan asked, how do we walk?
How do we walk?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's been much walking lately.
Rest in peace, quarantine with COVID. It's been
pretty much. I'm definitely sitting very comfortably.
Anyway, so I
how
guess
do you all cook your steak? Sorry. That was
how do you all cook your steak?
That's a very controversial question. I don't know if I'm comfortable answering that on stream. No.
Don't say well done. You're good.
From Rudy, what's the benefit of a Twitch Prime sub to Uconnect? Oh, good one.
Oh, that's actually a very good question, because all proceeds raised by this stream, the Collegiate Rising Digital, is actually going to be going towards the Boys and Girls Club of Houston. So anytime you guys donate or put anything into this stream, you're going to be helping out the Boys and Girl Club of Houston. We got another question. What was the biggest challenge you faced when getting into esports? Oh my goodness, you guys all have starts in collegiate esports, so I think this is going to be a phenomenal question.
Do we just want to go down the line? Start with Alex?
Yeah, we could start with Alex.
All right, cool. No time to think. There we go. So for me, actually, I'm still in college. I'm a junior, actually. That's different. I'm a junior in college. So for me, I got my start 2 years ago. And going into college, I knew absolutely nothing about esports other than it was competitive gaming. And and then I quickly just wanted to get involved on campus, got involved with esports, and have since started doing marketing and partnerships. It wasn't really as much the biggest challenge, but for me, it was just being able to recognize that there are people out there that want to help and being comfortable asking those questions to people who have been there before me or who know more. So for me, that was just the biggest thing to overcome, was just being comfortable asking the people who knew more than me for advice.
Mm.
Like these wonderful people.
Oh, flattered. Yeah, so on my end, I think a lot of the old guard of collegiate esports can probably attest to this, but back in like 2013, 2014, or even before then, there wasn't really college esports. Like, people would walk up to the booth and be like, haha, esports, what's that? Oh, you can do competitive gaming? Where it's like, oh, competitive gaming is a thing? Like, what is that? And I think the biggest challenge was definitely like, securing the sponsors and convincing the school in general, like, that, competitive gaming is a thing and that we can do this, we can make a community out of this and make this happen. And, because of all those efforts, that's, where we are today. So it was a struggle at first to get into esports and get into college esports, but, it's worthwhile based on, the amazing resources that we're able to provide to everyone today. So.
Yeah. Recognition is always a huge part in collegiate esports specifically, and me being based out of the University of Utah for so long has been an incredibly difficult uphill struggle of basically remaining relevant. I remember when I first got into esports, it was hard to make connections, even when this was back in I think 2014, 2015, when I was just constantly trying to travel to BlizzCon, trying to go back to LA, making face-to-face contacts, and trying to put my best foot forward as best as possible. And thankfully, I was in a very privileged position that I could do that. Thankfully, now we're starting to get into that point where Dylan and people like Uconnect are starting to do stuff like this, where you can connect online, and it makes it a lot easier for those people that can't have that same privilege to go out to California, go out to maybe these big major esports hubs that are popping out all across the country, and continue to network. Networking is hugely important, and doing it face-to-face makes it so much easier. But having panels and events like this is a godsend, especially for someone living in Utah. So, yeah, go ahead, Gillen.
Question was biggest challenges, right?
Yeah, biggest challenge you faced when getting.
When I started out, oh man, one is finding finding the right people to talk to is everything. I think you can really accelerate your learning curve if you just meet the right people through just one, having to put yourself out there and just set up a meeting one-on-one with other collegiate presidents and kind of asking them about how they were able to do the things that they did on campus. Two is making the decision to move from Seattle to Los Angeles. It's not a big move, but it was I've grown up only in Seattle my entire life. So moving after college and during college was my biggest transition, and trying to making it out there in LA for 2 years was pretty dope. Yeah, I think just normal stuff. Maybe 3 is when I was trying to get into Challenger Series in LCS. We were ranked top 14. That was its own challenge. Was just staying competitive in League. During the season 4, season 3. I don't know. It's been so long now. I guess that's just staying ahead of just staying good at the game, which is long past now. So yeah.
Wow, I had no idea you played competitively, Kevin. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I have
Long time
zero
ago.
capabilities.
Long time ago.
Yo, Kevin's still a tryhard.
Still, I think
Only
he
in
still plays.
Valorant.
I'll catch him online once in a while. The biggest challenge for myself when I wanted to start getting into esports was all kind of in my mind because I come from a Bachelor of Science background. I kept telling myself, you can't work in esports, you can't work in business, you know nothing but science. So I'm sure everyone has similar feelings. Not very many people have a diploma or degree in esports. So I'd actually be interested to see, for you guys up here, what did you go to school for? What are your backgrounds in?
Alex.
Oh, for everyone here?
Yeah.
Am I starting again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No time
is
to
it
think.
Alright,
Good luck.
cool.
related to esports?
So, sort of. I actually go for game production management, so I'm more on the development side. So I am related to games still, but just more on the development side. Though, being involved with both, I've seen a lot of overlap between the two, where you continue to see more and more games are being developed specifically with esports in mind. So I definitely think there'll be overlap in my career, no matter which path I choose.
Okay.
I started off as like a journalism reporting degree, and then switched to public relations and marketing, and then right now I'm trying to get my master's in business for marketing. So
Nice.
it's pretty similar to what I ended up doing in the long run.
Okay.
I took the same route as Alex. Getting still, rest in peace, a degree in game design. And a lot of that has enabled me to do some pretty cool creative stuff. I remember when I was first getting it and I was like working for TESPA for a couple of years, and I was just like, this has nothing to do with esports. Why am I continuing this degree? And I was like, wait, but that piece of paper is still relevant. That's still good. I still need to get that piece of paper. It's worth it at the end of the day, even if it's not a super relevant degree. Thankfully in game design, it is still pretty relevant. For mine specifically, I ended up using a lot of the 3D modeling skills that I acquired through it to do a lot of really cool introductions, stingers, stuff like that, to basically take cool assets from games and implement them into broadcast. But first I started out as computer science because my parents were just like, yo, you can't just do game dev. That's not a real career. So I had to go and cheat it and basically be a game dev engineer for a while. And then I just realized I had a creative mind, not an engineer's mind. And then full on dedicated myself to the producer track for game design. So I got a lot of PM experience, and then the creative experience got from on the job and a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah, I majored in law, economics, and public policy. It definitely helps me understand things in a much bigger picture. I think from a public policy and economic standpoint, you kind of get a 30,000-foot view of a lot of things, and it kind of helps me put a perspective on things. And then from there, I'm not practicing law or anything, so probably not for me. During school, I was doing global finance at Microsoft, so I got my butt kicked doing finance and in corporate Microsoft world. Realized that gaming and esports was way more exciting, and then made the transition there. But I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't ultimately matter too much. It's kind of like how you apply yourself, and there was a lot of YouTube videos on how I learn a lot of stuff nowadays. So, and online courses and stuff like that.
Perfect. We actually had another question in the chat targeted towards Alex. There's a couple students in the chat wondering how they get involved with the mentorship program. How do they get that 2-to-1 interactions with mentors to learn from them in the industry?
Yeah, so right now we're actually running our first session of the mentorship program, but we are planning on running a second session because the first one was so well received. So basically, all you have to do is join the ICGN Discord. Again, that's discord.io/ICGN. And once we get ready to take in people for the second round of the mentorship program, you'll just be able to fill out a Google form and we will match you with a mentor and we'll start the program up again for a second round.
Perfect. And building off of that, if you guys have any questions regarding any of the panels or panelists attending this weekend's event, make sure you guys post them into the Twitch chat. We'll also be watching the Uconnect Esports Discord, and we'll pull those up. There will be a Q&A session after each of these panels happening over the next couple of days. And in case you haven't seen the schedule, today, day one, is going to be focused around collegiates. So starting right after this one, we've got Brands in Collegiate, followed by Collegiate Organizations 101, Evolution of Collegiate Collegiate, and then finally ending the day off with mental health. Tomorrow is going to be focused around careers, which I know a lot of people are curious, how do I enter the professional working industry side of esports? That day is sponsored by Hitmarker. Hitmarker is a great resource for students and collegiate leaders. It's a job platform specializing in esports and gaming. So if you're looking to apply for jobs, check out Hitmarker. So tomorrow, again, is focused around industries being represented, events in production, product management, content creation, influencers, marketing, and of course, to start the day off, there's a How to Get a Job in Esports panel. And lastly, we actually have a Valorant tournament that I would love to have Sam talk to you guys a little bit more about, because I know it's being run by Space Productions.
Yeah, so we're super excited for this Valorant tournament. It's the second Valorant tournament we've helped out with, and Valorant is an incredibly insane title. I absolutely adore it. Coming from a predominantly Rainbow Six background and then seriously enjoying watching CSGO productions, Valorant is a nice natural segue, and I'm super excited for it and super excited to produce it. We've got some pretty good talent for it. We've got some top-notch observers coming in and helping out from the CSGO scene who are very familiar with Valorant. If you want to join, I believe today is the last day of signups. Make sure you hop into the Discord. I believe that's linked underneath on the Twitch panels below, and look for the Collegiate Rising Valorant Tournament as the little category, and then just look in for how to sign up and fill in those Google forms, get on the smash.gg, and get in there and play some awesome Valorant. We're accepting more than one team per school, so you can have up to 4 teams from University of Colorado and absolutely come in and wreck the competition. If I see a finals of 2 of you from the same school, I swear to God, I'm going to murder someone. But that'd be awesome. I'd be super excited to see it.
Good gameplay. Quality content. And that, of course, is being sponsored by HyperX, so thank you so much for the prizes for that. With the competitive day 3, we also have a special guest, DJ Wheat, will be joining us, and we've got panels for coaching and pro players if you're more focused on the competitive side of Collegiate. And we also have throughout the weekend, if you guys will be sticking with us, we've got 30,000 Twitch bits to give away throughout the course of the event. Thank you so much, Twitch student. Thank you, Kevin. And we also have, today we'll be raffling away an MSI Vigor keyboard. So make sure you guys pay attention to the chats. But if there's... Other than that, right after this, we have the Brands and Collegiate panel. That'll be happening in 7 or so minutes, so that'll be very exciting. Again, make sure you guys post your questions in the chat, and we'll make sure to keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Is there any other questions
good?
from you guys in the chat?
So if people have questions, are they able to ask the overflow in the Discord, like Q&A?
Yeah, where do I check that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, in the Discord, there's an overflow Q&A channel where you guys can post your questions if we haven't seen and answer them during the course of the live stream.
Oh boy.
So you guys will
So
still
we
have
have
an
a super
opportunity.
long one here. With collegiate esports being recognized as an official esports front, what are the 5 key aspects about collegiate esports that you would describe about the esports scene to a new person that doesn't know anything about it? Do we want to go down the row and just do one each?
I think
One
we're
each?
running out of time, right?
Well, we have enough if we each
one
pick
each.
one.
Just one each. Quick.
One
One
each.
each, quick.
Okay.
Alex,
Go,
go.
go.
Good luck. Good luck.
Oh wow. Okay. I feel no. Kat, you start.
Wait, why me? I totally blanked out on
I'll
the
start. Career.
You said you like starting
Career?
things.
Kevin's going
Career?
I'm
Okay,
going
that's a good one.
grassroots.
Career and
what was the
grassroots.
question?
What are the key
What are
5
the-
aspects about a collegiate esports that you could describe about the esports scene to a
Career.
new
Sam
person?
said grassroots.
Community.
No, Sarah said that. Sarah said grassroots. I say production. I'm stuck on production.
Community.
You got to put your message out there somehow. You got to get marketing. You got to produce your story.
Community.
Community.
Okay. All right, Alex, finish.
Marketing and sponsorships. I'm gonna go with that. I feel like that's what I do. So,
Cool.
I'll go with that.
Cool. We did it. We did it less than a minute.
If we
Cool.
put it all together, it
Easy.
kind of makes
I
sense.
did it.
Yeah.
Together we make Captain Planet
All
or
right,
Captain
yeah. So if
Esports.
anyone else has any overflow questions, some of us will be in the Discord, but otherwise, stay tuned. Sarah and Kevin will be in the next panel
We'll
for
be back
Collegiate
with-
Brands.
Brands and Collegiate, just after
Cool.
this.
Cool. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, guys. Tune in.
Bye.